Angry guy here. And single mothers are furious that men won't date them. Single mothers are furious that men won't date them. Let's just go ahead and jump right into the video.
Hey gentlemen, you already know that I got your back, but ladies, you also have a very special place in my heart, and therefore I am sitting here telling you things that you may not want to hear. I am telling you things that you need to hear. I found this precious young lady, freshly divorced, she's a nurse, she's a nurse, of course, giving relationship advice. Let's get right into it and see what she has to say.
He can't afford you. If he needs you to bring 50%, he's not ready to get married. Why are you marrying someone who should not be married?
I highly disagree. First of all, why are we putting all the pressure on men anyway? Most of us are average. Most of us are not millionaires. So what is wrong with actually going 50-50? There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Besides, a lot of women are talking about they only want to date millionaires, they only want to date high value men. But did you ever ask yourself, do you really have the qualities of a high value woman? Most of these ladies are not even fit to be a girlfriend. And you're talking about wanting to be somebody's wife. Just imagine men would actually be able to tell us women about ourselves and our qualities as wives, girlfriends, side chicks, whatever you want to call yourself. All hell would break loose. Besides, ladies, I have a couple of questions for you so you can determine whether if you are even wifey material for an average man or for a high value man. It doesn't matter. Are you still a virgin? Do you have kids? Are you in debt? Have you been married before? Do you have your emotionals under control? Are you willing to sit down and listen to a man? I'm not even talking about following a man's lead. I am talking about listening to a man. Not with your ears, with your emotions. Are you willing to do that? Are you even able and capable of doing that? Does your weight match your height? There are so many ladies out here who think that they are thick when really they are overweight, but social media got you thinking that you are thickalicious when you are really just overweight. You know, us women really need to stop judging men and their potential for being a husband. And first of all, we got to sit down and judge ourselves. Look in the mirror and be like, am I really wife material? Do I have these things in check, under control?
If you are begging a man to hold your hands, to give you a hug, you've lost your power. You need to get that back. You have to cut that out. It confuses people. Okay? It confuses the hell out of people. We'll never beg for attention again.
I need my ladies to understand one thing when it comes to men. Some men just don't like to snuggle. They don't like to hold hands. They don't like to cuddle. They don't like to look deeply into your eyes for longer than 2.5 seconds. And if a man doesn't show you the same amount of affection as you are showing the man, that doesn't mean he doesn't love you. He just deals with affection a little differently than us women do. We cannot expect to be with a strong, masculine man who knows how to lead, protect, and provide, and then he's just a teddy bear. He's just coming up to us like a little puppy and wants to be petted. I know so many relationships that break up because the woman feels as though that she doesn't get the amount of attention and affection that she deserves and that she's entitled to have. But what do these women do most of the time? They separate themselves from their husband, from their fiance, boyfriend. They turn to the streets, or they are online looking for the attention that they supposedly have missed from their ex-partner. Relationships cannot be one-sided. Just because us women, we feel like we are in a power position, it doesn't give us the right to run the relationship. These women, and that is like one thing that I don't understand, these women supposedly love the man that they are with, care about the man that they are with, meaning that man is supposed to be important to them. So why is it so hard to act like it? Sometimes I say that some ladies are a bit selfish when it comes to being in a relationship and that they are afraid of feedback. Yes, I said feedback. See, sometimes I sit down with my partner and I ask him, how am I as a partner? Do you like the way I dress? Do you like the way I deal with complicated situations? Is there anything that you feel as though is missing in our relationship? And I don't take offense to anything that my husband tells me, because this man is important to me. I want this relationship to work. I want to be with this man. So I have to make sure that my performance as the woman in the relationship is on point.
You see, what Soraya understands is that a man can get up and walk away. This is why it's called men walking away. Men have been doing this for ages. They get up and they walk away. So a woman who has any sense will do whatever she has to do to keep her man, especially as she gets older. As she gets older, it becomes more difficult to lock a quality man down and to make a man stick around, because as a man gets older, his value increases. As a woman gets older, her value declines because her value is directly tied to her, sensual marketplace value, her youth, her fertility. So as her youth and her fertility declines, no matter how good she looks at 40 or 45, it doesn't matter. She can look 40, she can look 25 at 45. There's an influencer that I follow. She looks absolutely amazing. She looks in her 20s. She looks super young. She's like 45 years old. She looks amazing. She looks way hotter than her daughter, and her daughter is hot. And most guys would choose to date her over her daughter if they did not know how old she was. And most guys would be more attracted to her than her daughter, and her daughter's hot. But the problem is that any man knows that they're going to have to scale things back, because even though she's so hot, the fact of the matter is that she cannot give them children. Or even if she can, it's not a good idea. They have a child with her. She's like 45. How old will that kid be when she's 50? When she's 60? If they have a kid right away, I mean, she'll be like probably around 46 if they were to do it immediately. When she has that kid, 46, 47, let's say she's 47. I mean, now you have a 60-year-old woman with a 13-year-old. There's a woman named Tamron Hall. She's on television. She has her own talk show. This woman had a kid at, I believe it was 50. What kind of insanity is that? And women are like, yas, queen, yas. Bro, your baby's going to be 10 years old when you are 60 years old. What are you doing with this child? And you don't have money like that. Because you guys spend money like crazy. You don't have money like that. You can't take care of that child forever. You're not going to be able to leave substantial wealth for that child, especially in this hyperinflation. This child needs someone who's going to be able to be there for them and guide them. You're going to be 70 years old with a 20-year-old. How ridiculous is that? All right, let's try this again. She's going to be 65 years old with a 15-year-old, raising a 15-year-old at 65 years old. And all these women are like, yas, queen, you did it. I can too. Yes, yas, queen, yas. The level of delusion is sickening in modern day society.
And I am with an average man. And many women out there are talking about they want to be with a high value man, but are you willing to live up to his values, his morals, his requests? Can you actually do that? Ask yourself the questions. A lot of women don't even know what they are talking about. You want to be in a traditional relationship? It's not as easy as you think. Back to what I was saying concerning my husband and the feedback that he gives me. Whatever he tells me, I consider it as correctional guidance. I take his feedback and I start working. I don't break down in tears. I don't ignore his feedback, and I don't reject his feedback. And this is a major game changer when you really are serious about being in a relationship.
You have the power in your womb to take a seed and turn it into a human being. All the scientists in the world haven't been able to figure that out yet. Okay, a 16-year-old can do that just with her womb. We haven't gotten to her other parts yet. You are so infinitely powerful. You are so infinitely powerful. Stop forgetting that, okay? Stop forgetting that.
Whip-de-damn-do, that happens in the animal kingdom every single day. That's what women are supposed to do by nature. It is nothing special. Yes, it's powerful. Yes, it's beautiful, but there is nothing to hype you up about. It happens every single day. And this is what I said when we are talking about being so powerful. A woman gets pregnant and carries the baby for 9 months. That one man that impregnated that woman can go ahead and impregnate 9 women every day for 9 months and make all these babies. Now, who really has the power of reproduction? You do the math, because I can't. I am not saying that men are flawless. Nobody.
Here's something intriguing about that. In reality, If we want to be accurate, a man has something like, I don't know if it's millions, I believe it's millions of sperm. If we really want to be honest, if we were to go the in vitro route, one man can theoretically impregnate hundreds, if not thousands of women in a single day as a result of science. A single man can impregnate thousands, hundreds, if not thousands of women in a single day. Men are the ones who actually have the power of reproduction because once a woman is pregnant, she's out. She is completely out of the game. And for the next 9 months, she has to have someone protect her. If the man does not stick around, if he does not protect her, if he is not there for her, and the welfare state is not there for her, and her parents are not there for her, what is she going to do? She is completely at the mercy of the world. This is why women had to be responsible previously. But because women are now bailed out of every bad decision that they made, they feel like they can do whatever they want to do. They feel like they can get away with whatever they want to get away with because no one is holding them accountable. But when you go to countries like the Philippines, where they don't have a welfare state, if young women don't listen to their parents and they go off and do what they want to do, and they have a kid with one of these dudes, and that dude just picks up and leaves them, they are left in absolute poverty to raise that child. And it's not like they can just pick up and flee and abandon the child. It's going to be very difficult to do that. You don't have those orphanages like that. And she's going to have to live with the shame because the center of a Filipina's life is her family. So to abandon a child, it would be absolutely traumatic for her. She would have to live with that each and every single day. The guilt, unlike American women, unlike women in Western society that have no shame and have no guilt. When women no longer have men and the state to bail them out of every bad decision that they make, they are forced to take accountability because even if they refuse accountability, they are faced with consequences. And consequences ultimately will force accountability upon them. Regardless if they want it or not, they won't be able to run away from it. Life will hold them accountable. And they could blame men, they can blame God, they can blame everyone. It doesn't matter. And a lot of them don't understand. The more you blame men, the more men are going to run away. These simps that are giving y'all $9.99 a month to see it all on OnlyFools, they don't love you. They're not loyal. They will move on to the next one. These women don't understand that because they think because dudes are giving them money and attention on OnlyFans, they're high value. They don't realize that they've traded their futures for instant gratification in the present.
Is perfect, but I just don't understand women who are freshly divorced, who are out there giving advice to young women or other women who are in a relationship just to destroy their relationship. See, I would never sit here and tell a woman, ignore when your husband, your boyfriend is trying to tell you something. I would never sit here and tell a woman to turn the cold shoulder towards her partner, because that is counterproductive. That is not empowering a woman. Why would I not want to sit here and give constructive advice to a woman and help her to do better for herself and for her relationship and help her while she's trying to improve herself and improve and empower her man? But no, they will call me out. They will call me out because I'm not screaming out, yes, wear some skimpy clothes and be a 304 in them streets. That's cool.
How can a woman raise her value again? Just knowing that she's a woman.
Yep, and there you have it right there. I just can't stand when people make a statement and they really don't know what they are talking about. They haven't researched anything, they haven't watched any videos, they haven't learned from experience, and they don't care about what men think about a high value woman. When you are putting yourself out there on the market, who will tell you about your worth on the dating market? It will be the men. The men will tell you if you are desirable or not. It doesn't matter how much you love yourself. It doesn't matter how much the simps in your comment section are screaming that you are just the hottest ish. No, that doesn't matter. But you know what? That's all I have for you guys today. Let me know what you think about today's videos. Give it a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. Other than that, just stay tuned for more.
Single mothers are furious that men won't date them anymore. I want to know your thoughts regarding everything we discussed in this video. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, man, walking away. And cheers.